All right, let's make magic. Right cylinder A has a radius of r and a height of h. Right cylinder B has a volume that is 294 times that of cylinder A. If cylinder B has a radius of capital R and a height of capital H, what could capital R and capital H be in terms of R and H? Okay, and then we have these answers, right? You see there's some sort of repetition of the 6s, the 7s, and 49s. So how do we do this? Okay, so first think about volume of a cylinder. Volume equals pi r squared, area of the base, times the height. So volume of cylinder A is just pi r squared h, where r is r and h is h. Now cylinder B, so A equals pi r squared h. And then volume of B will be pi big R squared big H. Okay, so how, and this is going to equal 294A. Okay, so we can forget about the pi's because they would just cancel out anyway. And then what we're going to have is going to be R squared H equals 294 little r squared little h. Okay, so what we need to do is how do we get this to multiply to 294? So I'm going to plug in 6r here and then 7h. And then we're going to see what happens when we do that. If we plug in 6r here, 6r squared, and then we have 7h, that's going to equal 6 times 6 is going to be 36. So it's going to become 36r squared times 7h. And then we could do 7 times 36, and that's going to be 252 r squared h. But we're looking for 294. So that one didn't work how we wanted. So it's not going to be A. Then we could do B. Plug in there, and we'll get 7r squared times 6h, and we're going to get 49r squared 6h. Now 6 times 49 is 6 times 50 minus 6, so that's going to be 294r squared h, and that is our answer right there, B. Beautiful. If we did this one and this one, the 49 is like 7 squared. So why wouldn't like h work, right? Because you're like, well, if that gets squared, doesn't that get us this 49 that we just got? No, because then we're also squaring the 6, so that'd be way too big. And if we get this, we'd be squaring 49. So it has to be B. And this is a great example of one where you just plug in the values. Some people would come up with values for little r and big R, but that's just complicating it more than it needs to be complicated. So try it out. Let me know if you have questions. This is labeled as a hard question on the SAT, and almost none of my students understand it the first time they see it, but they almost all get it after 2 or 3 examples of this, okay? And like always, I'm doing videos like this to help you all prepare for the SAT. I hope they're fun and short, low stress, and I hope it's sunny where you are, but if it's raining, I hope the rain is cleaning your windows and watering your plants. Bye.